This is my C++ program where I utilize the thread library and the mutex or mutual exclusion library to showcase synchronization. Now we create 3 threads that increment the global variable to 1,000, and then we use the mutex library to lock and unlock the critical section for each thread that comes through, allowing only one thread to access the variable at a time. All right, so the importance of this is to ensure the integrity of the variable and the accuracy of the information. So without the synchronization, we're going to get random numbers all the time. So right now I've changed the counter to be 10,500 just so it's a bigger number and we can showcase why this is important. So 10,500 times 3, that's going to be 31,500, right? But as you can see, when I hit run, I bring this up, I get 28,229. I hit it again, I get a different number. So every time I hit run, I'm going to get a different number because right now I have the status, the mutex functions blacked out. So right now I'm going to undo that. So that way we can lock in and lock out as need be. And I'm going to show you the difference. 31,500, just like I said. Do it again. Back at it. So with that number, we are getting consistency because we have that lock and unlock. Now, the assignment instructed us to use 1,000. So I'm placing it back, 3,000. So the reason I used that bigger number earlier is because when I was testing it myself with just 1,000, even though I had the status locked and the status unlocked blocked out the whole mutual exclusion components of the program blocked out, I was still getting 3,000. So I got curious and was just trying to make sure that this mutual exclusion library was actually doing what it was supposed to be doing. So I made the number bigger. And as you can see with that demonstration, that the mutual exclusion library is definitely needed to ensure accuracy. Now, issues that I ran into while creating this program, I initially thought this was going to be much easier than it was. In my head, I was thinking I was going to make 3 functions that, use a for loop and an if statement to increment to 1,000, and then I'd create a Boolean function which would safeguard the critical section, allowing only one thread at a time to do the incrementing. However, using knowing that this has to run that all threads have to act at the same time to access this counter, I did not know how to make that happen, being that the code runs sequentially in C++. And so after a while of trial and error, it got a little bit frustrating. So I went to Geeks for Geeks. I took heed to your post earlier on Blackboard about using those online sources. So I used that online source. I've cited my information here. And I learned about the libraries, the thread library, the mutex library, which brought me scrap a lot of what I had already done, and this is how I ended up with this program here. So I've also learned that in order to make the threads run concurrently, I had to add that suffix, that join suffix function here at the bottom. And so that's pretty much it. I've also used this p. I'm gonna take this p thread out. That was just something I was trying out from the PowerPoint that I was reading up on, which of course I was a header file. Header files, you had to already have that written or set aside, which I did not have.